This is a meditation on being able to integrate various perspectives or vantage points of your life so that you can see things from multiple different vantage points simultaneously. So if you have enough understandings of multiple dimensions of life, you tend to generate less negative karma because you don't have as many missteps, so to speak, in your decisional process. So if you take a slow, deep breath of light and love from spirit, and only from spirit, into your heart, mind, soul, and body. And if you'd find in that light of spirit, a non-distorted, non-filtered light of spirit, purely received by you to your heart, mind, and soul. If you find in that light and love a complete understanding, a complete vantage point that brings with it all perspectives, without attachment, without aversion, with equanimity, with care, kindness, love, with service intention for your soul, your heart, your mind, your life process. If you take another slow, deep breath of light and love, again, direct and only from spirit, and find in that light of spirit perspective on yourself, on your life, on your relationships, on your choices or your decisions or your behaviors, your thoughts or your reactions. If from that vantage point of light, you observe your own ego process, your fears, your insecurities, your worries, your stresses, your anxieties, your biases, your prejudices, your self-centered vantage points, and your other dimensions of your system that care, that want to make the world a better place, that want to serve, that want to show love and kindness and care to others. You observe all of those dimensions of your system and others from the light of spirit, then they can come into crystal clarity. They can be understood for their process. They can be understood that it can be understood that from the vantage point of spirit, all dynamics of personality and ego and identity and thought and logic are subsets of transcendent reality, transcendent consciousness, and therefore they can all be reevaluated. There need be no sacred cow beliefs or vantage points or thought processes or values or goals or tendencies from the light of spirit. If you take another slow, deep breath of light and love and immerse your consciousness in it. So it's just you and spirit and your soul, your consciousness, your soul and spirit, immersed in the light of spirit. If you feel any resistance in your system to that immersion into peace, equanimity, consciousness, and love, we would suggest just observing it and doing your best to understand that resistance to inner peace, to balance, to harmony. Any personal agenda, any personality dynamics that would want to be in control or dominate or fear, not looking at life from the vantage point of consciousness out of habit or familiarity, can be looked upon, re-understood, reinterpreted. You take one more slow, deep breath of light and love from Spirit. And just rest in that light, rest in that love, however you experience it, in your relationship to Spirit, in your relationship to your soul. And recognize that the personality, with all of its beliefs, values, duality, judgmentalness, criticism, fear, is not required to be operated from moment to moment. It's not required to be a vantage point for decision making. It's not required to be operated from to protect you or to keep you safe relationally or interpersonally or socially. It's actually an impediment. It is a glass jar that your soul, the butterfly, is trying to break out of and into consciousness. It is a set of training wheels that are beneficial for the time that they're beneficial. And then they become a limitation, an impediment, a realized to be redundant dynamic of learning and experience and relating to others. You take one last slow, deep breath of light and love from Spirit. And just fill your heart, mind, and soul with that light. Recognize the profound difference of resonating with the light of Spirit from day-to-day mental activity, personality activity, identity activity, and recognize the benefits of operating without identity, without personality, without dualistic vantage point of interpretation, without the trappings of competition, ambition, desire, or aversion. If we close this meditation with the sound of Om, spoken from a vantage point of conscious inner peace, without identity, without grasping, without control, without fear, without agenda, without comparison or contrast, without ambition. Leading to inner peace and complete self-acceptance.